What's up, people? It's your girl Adeola. First of all, last week I talked about the new train in Lagos and I asked people to send me pictures of the inside because I only have pictures of the outside. A lot of people did and I'm really impressed and very excited to see that we now have trains that look like this in Nigeria. Thank you so much everyone that sent me pictures. I really appreciate it. Hopefully very soon trains like this will circulate the whole of Nigeria, not just Lagos. So last week I told you guys that it is on for the 2015 elections in Nigeria, starting with this governorship election in Ekiti. Remember that Mr. President has promised to develop Ekiti if and only if the people would vote for the PDP candidate, that is Fayose. By the way, in case you don't know, you didn't hear this from me, but in case you don't know, Fayose was the governor of Ekiti from 2003 to 2006. Yes, the guy was already a governor. Hey, you see how they keep recycling themselves. Now he wants to run again. This is for the young people. In case they are still telling you that you are the leaders of tomorrow, don't believe these people. Once they taste power like this, they don't want to live again. If they were governor, then they will make them minister, and then they will make them senator or whatever. You know me, I'm not from Ekiti. I'm not PDP, I'm not APC, I'm just doing my job. Yes, what I wanted to say is that the guy did so many things when he was governor of Ekiti State. In fact, the EFCC accused him of misappropriating 416 million naira. Yes, so 416 million. He was arraigned and rearraigned, not just that. And this is a very confidential. Tell me you won't tell anybody. And don't quote me because, you know, thank God that the people that have been saying it, they have names. But I've been hearing that this man, when he was governor, Fayose, that he had a killer squad. And that he killed a lot of people, those who challenged his administration. Even the popular lawyer, Femi Falana, has been shouting, listing the names of some of the people that Fayose killed. Me, I said, I don't know anything, so you can't quote me. But the only thing that I know is the fact that this man started distributing rice. He started giving out rice so that people can vote for him. I said, Kai, Nigerians, we have started again, no? Because of rice, we will set the future of our children. Hey, the man who stole more than 400 million naira the other time, now because he's giving you a bag of rice, you will allow him to come in and steal even more money. By the way, it is even more shameful when I found out that even the opposition party is also doing the same thing. Everybody is sharing rice. APC, PDP. The APC one decided to cook his own rice. I said, what is the difference? So that is how you win the hearts of Nigerians now. One bag of rice. What a shame. You know, they are not even asking these candidates what they will do for them if they win. Although we all know that whatever they say they will do, they are just empty promises anyway. But people are not even bothered about that. All they are concerned with right now is how to get their own bag of rice. Now, I don't know if this is true, but I read that the rice that Fayose is distributing has expired. I said, whatever. Either the rice has expired or not, candidates shouldn't be distributing stuff during election. It is not right. My friend, check the Nigerian constitution with me. Isn't that a crime to distribute something during election? I'm very sure. Wait, this is not the constitution. Oh boy, what are you doing? This is a novel. What? I asked for a copy of the Nigerian constitution. You are in trouble. In a more civilized society, both candidates by now should have been disqualified. The APC is giving out cooked rice, and then the PDP candidate gave students of Ekiti State University, not all the students by the way, just the ones that were too hungry to think about their future. He gave them a bag of rice and then 2,000 naira each. Can you imagine? This breaks my heart. I keep asking myself, what will happen during the presidential election? And then speaking of presidential election, guess what? This week, the federal government announced that they are now withdrawing the charges against Abacha's son because of new evidence that they are yet to tell us about. If you've not been following the news, Abacha's son, that is Mohammed Abacha, was accused of allegedly stealing 446 billion naira from the government treasuries. Billion, no, not million. That is about $2.7 billion. I mean, the case has been in court for years, so suddenly the federal government said that they are withdrawing the case, and Abacha is from Kano. Yes, some people are finding it hard to believe that Mr. President really needs some support from Kano. I'm just trying to let you see that there is a reason for them to do everything that they are doing. He needs sponsors, no bizo, and Abacha's son is a billionaire. Up to now, we have not recovered the money that the father stole. Yeah. Now we are withdrawing the charges against the son as well. Of course, not be me talk waiting be my own. All I know is that 2015 is going to be very interesting. By the way, my people, please be very careful walking at night alone, because I've been getting reports that people people are now disappearing at night, that they are using people for election rituals. I said, Kai, I can't believe that they are still doing this. You know, they used to do that thing when I was in Nigeria, kidnapping people, using them for election rituals. So please be very careful if you're walking alone at night. But I can't live without giving you guys any update on the missing girls this week. So guess what? Former President Olusegun Obasanjo said he's been in touch with the abductors of the Chibok girls, that he can negotiate for them to be released if the presidency allows him. But in response, the presidency said that Obasanjo is a liar. They said that he just wants to appear like a messiah. Now, the presidency said that Obasanjo should have made appointment to speak with Mr. President first, instead of announcing to the media that he knows how to negotiate with Boko Haram. Meanwhile, it's been more than 2 months that these girls have been kidnapped. They are still out there. Those girls are still out there. I know that this whole thing is politics, and I know that these people in power could care less about these girls, but what I have a problem with is the fact that we are playing politics with the lives of innocent children. I can't believe that nothing has been done about these girls for more than 2 months, despite having help from here and there, from everywhere. But guess what? I'll make sure that I continue to keep it real about this case. And guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to Kenya, more than 60 people were killed within 2 days this week in a place called Peketone. I'm so sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. For 4 hours, they engaged the policemen in a serious gun battle. They burnt down hotels, restaurants, buses, cars. It was awful. And then the president announced that this is an inside job, that it is not the terrorist Al-Shabab that attacked. He said that this has to be politically motivated ethnic violence against a Kenyan community. But my Kenyan people are telling me, that this is clearly Al-Shabab at work. And eyewitnesses said that the gunmen spoke Somali language. In fact, many Kenyans are now complaining that all that the president is doing is just addressing after the deed is done. They said he really needs to secure the borders and prevent the transportation of arms into Kenya. I mean, how did about 50 terrorists enter Kenya and no one saw them? I thought they said they've been monitoring the borders. I mean, it's possible that these terrorists have insiders in the Kenyan government, because I don't know how they were able to operate for 4 hours and no one came to help these policemen that were overpowered. And guess what? They came the next morning after the deed was done. So it's possible that they have insiders in the Kenyan government, but clearly this is Al-Shabab. And please, my Kenyan people, instead of finger pointing and blaming each other, in fact, right now, Kenyans on Facebook, they are starting to turn this thing into tribal issue between the Kikuyus and the Luos. They are abusing each other on Facebook instead of helping each other. I said, my people, you don't know what terrorism can do. Nigerians, we've lost more than 12,000 innocent souls, and you guys have to work together at this time. This is not the time to blame this tribe or that tribe. This is a terrorist issue, and you need to work together and fight together. In fact, this recent attack was at a tourist center. You can imagine it's like nowhere else is safe now, and you want to make sure that your country is safe. I honestly cannot wait to go back to Kenya, because I had such a great time the last time I was in Kenya. So please, Kenyans, stop abusing each other on Facebook. Concentrate on what is at hand. But you know, waiting be my own. I don't like to talk about other people. I beg, I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, my Zimbabwe. Apparently, the son of the first lady, that is the son of Madam Grace Mugabe, her son, Russell, you know, she has a son for somebody else before Mugabe. Her son, Russell, is apparently a touch not my anointed. By that, I mean the guy can do and undo as he likes. I heard that the guy took over till Russell Gold Mine in October of last year. And guess what? From October till January of this year, this guy did not pay the miners. I'm telling you, he would come, take all the gold, and then he would disappear. Just like that. He would disappear with the gold. So the miners started complaining that, Haba, Oga, you have to pay us now. You have not paid us. We have families. 366 families to feed. By the way, the former owner of that mining company has been owing those miners some money even before Mr. Russell took over. But just between the time that Russell took over, he owed about $340,000. $340,000. Guess what the guy did? He hired thugs. So each time someone complains, he would beat them mercilessly, and sometimes he would just fire the person. He would say, go, don't come back. I heard that the mine has been turned into a mafia zone, and employees are now being threatened by hired hooligans who are always at the mine, ready to beat anybody that complains. You get what I'm saying? And then the labor ministry intervened on behalf of the miners. And guess what? The guy told the paper that the labor ministry sent him, and he told them categorically, he said, Look here, my friends, I am above the law. I am the son of the first lady. So the ministry referred the case to the labor court. And the son told the court, he said, you use the law, I use the power of my mother. And in case you don't know, my mother is the first lady. Yes, the very first lady. So there's nothing you can say. Finally though, in February of this year, the court ruled that he has to pay the miners $340,000. So has he paid the money? Huh? What do you mean you don't know? Why are we talking about this story if you don't know how it ends? Oh, no. My friend, I cannot be doing your jobs for you. It is your job to be updated about everything going on in Africa. It is my job to tell them in my special way. I know you guys like the way I tell you. So what else do you know from Zimbabwe? Yeah, thank you, Daddy. Yes, that is Mugabe's youngest child. The 17-year-old. The one that failed his 7th grade examination that they kicked him out of school. Yes, that one. Guess what? The guy has been living the big life, you know, partying, drinking, showing off expensive shoes and all that. But that one doesn't concern me. Waiting be my own. You guys know that I don't like to gossip. Everybody can live their life the way they want. But guess what? The most interesting story from Zimbabwe this week, as far as I'm concerned, is the fact that the first lady announced that they should start beheading rapists in Zimbabwe. And guess what? That has caused a lot of chaos among Zimbabweans. So many people are like, what if someone is wrongly accused? How would they get their lives back the day they pronounce them innocent? And some people are saying, we support the first lady, they should behead rapists. Me, I'm not for this one or that one. My only concern is about those that have looted the economy of Zimbabwe for more than 30 years. What should we do to those ones? Yes, now these same people are talking about beheading some people as if they are innocent. Grace Mugabe, you and your husband, now you want to go after rapists. Charity begins from home. Why not start from yourselves now? At least step down, and people will really appreciate that. But you guys know that me, I don't know anything. I'm just keeping it real. You see, that is how you do it. What is hard in that? Why are these guys embarrassing me in Brazil? And most of these African teams, why are they embarrassing me? After I bragged to all my Iranian friends that we are giving them 3-1, and the one is me being nice, by the way. Can you imagine that my boys did not score not even 1 goal? Hey! Shebi, I told them last week, I told them that they should feel free to contact me for personal training. I don't mind. I know I'm very busy, but I don't mind. I told them, ask of me from anybody. You can stop anybody on the street and they will tell you about my soccer skills. I mean, it is not a secret that I'm very good. Why can't they just contact me for private lessons? I can come down to Brazil and show them how to play ball. You better beat Bosnia. Hey, you better beat Bosnia. You know, I'm telling you, no more excuse. Some people are asking why I'm so interested in the World Cup. I said, shoo, why shouldn't I be? When we are spending 2 billion naira, 2 billion, that is more than $11 million. So why won't I be interested? When we sent over senators, we sent ministers, we even sent governors to go and represent us in Brazil. Or you don't know? This thing has cost us a lot of money. Why won't I be interested? By the way, I heard that part of the money went into training the Super Eagles in Texas here in America. I mean, I know that players go to other countries during training, but why can't we build good facilities in our own country as well so that players can get good training at home before they go and do the little training they will do abroad? Because they can't spend all the time in Texas now. And then I was so sure that Ghana would come through for me, especially after I danced for them last week. Remember? Only for me to see America beat Ghana. Hey, yeah, I said the devil is a liar. America beat you, Ghana. America beat Nigeria. America beats Ghana. This world has finally come to an end. America, that small boy for soccer. Now you are beating people. You know, I do well. I'm still there for your country, so make I know you too much. Oh, by the way, I heard that Ghana is spending $9.6 million on this World Cup. Yeah, so now they want to add another $30 million. You know me, out of curiosity, I looked at the breakdown of the money that Ghana is spending, and I read somewhere that the Ghanaian players, they always miss Ghanaian food whenever they travel abroad. So because of that, the Ghanaian government budgeted $10,000 for them to eat Ghanaian food just once in a while if they miss Ghanaian food. Meanwhile, FIFA is feeding them good food. Yet, they are spending $10,000 for Ghanaian food. Call it the war. How much is a plate of fufu? My brother, how much is banku? Tell me, how much is a bowl of kinky? Right here in Brooklyn, you can get a plate of kiki for like $1.25. Yes, from Mama Kweku. Remember, yes, that woman, very beautiful Ghanaian woman. $1.25. And on top of that, these Ghanaian people, they budgeted $30,000 just for the players' laundry. I said, Che, isn't FIFA already taking care of their laundry? That is God, whoa. And can you imagine these Cameroonian players? Hey, those ones went and embarrassed me. They went and disgraced me. No. How can Croatia give you 4-0? 4-0? What were you looking at? When they scored the first goal and the fourth goal. And you know, I would have pitied them until they started beating each other right on the field. I said, why can't you boys just go home with your dignity? No. You had to fight in front of the whole world, taking off your shirt. Abba, Cameroon, what is your problem? And they had to beg those boys so before they got on the plane to go to Brazil. Remember that they had to beg them. They refused to board the plane because of bonus or whatever. Now they went and yayed themselves. You know, the only African country that has really impressed me so far has been the Ivory Coast. Yes. At least they won one game. Thank you, Jare. Ivory Coast. One love. You know, do well. What about Zimbabwe? They are not there. What about Kenya? My Kenyan people. They are not there too. Oh boy, I bet forget that one. More we play ball. I am so sorry. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Alright, y'all, it's been real, and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Until next week, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace out.